Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome to this. This is my WWE Bragging Rights pay-per-view thoughts. The pay-per-view finished just a couple of moments ago, and for some reason, even though I've got to be up early in the morning, I am absolutely wide awake, which is just weird. And actually, it's not. If you know me well, you know that's not weird in the slightest. Should we get on with it? On paper, I said that going into this show, the card didn't look too bad. So, let's get on with it. So, the opening contest was Bryan versus Dolph Ziggler. Champion versus champion, but neither man's belt was on the line. Now, personally, I gave this one 3 stars. I thought this was the best match of the night, which may tell you what's coming next in terms of match ratings. I'll tell you about this one quite in depth because I enjoyed it a lot. So, got some nice back and forth from both men. Perfect inverted power slam by Dolph. Haven't seen one of those for a good long while. He controlled with a headlock. Dolph continued to control. Every time Bryan got a comeback on the go, it was stopped by Dolph with groundwork, basically headlocks, things like that. Eventually, Bryan managed to mount a decent amount of offense, and while King's on commentary. Obviously, not like he'd be out in the fucking forecourt saying popcorn, is he? Anyway, he's dissing the absolute hell out of Vicky Guerrero. The difference, of course, is that when Michael Cole's dissing Daniel Bryan's a face, so it's one of those, why are you doing that? Whereas Vicky Guerrero's obviously a heel, so King's allowed to diss her. Anyway, he disses her a great deal. Nice kicks by Bryan, get 2. Missile dropkick gets 2, as does a super kick by Dolph. The match is back and forth. Dolph countered a super back suplex. They traded punches on the ground, on the mat, both of them on the knees hitting punches. That was really good, last little moment. Then they go into a nice little pinning sequence, which I really like. Dolph puts on a sleeper, and then Bryan puts the Librel lock on for the win. The decent length, good in-ring stuff. Both men got a decent amount of offense, and I will happily and willingly give this one 3 stars. Oh, yes. Next, we get a lot of promos. Team Raw do a promo backstage, which seems to take forever, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm paying for this. And then Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes talk in the ring. They get interrupted by the Raw general manager on a bloody pay-per-view. Ooh, that's infuriating. Because basically they've been saying that we've got no one to face. The Raw general manager says, we have got someone for you to face. And then Barrett comes out and says, here are the people you're going to be facing. First one is David Otunga and his tag team partner, John Cena. This match was rubbish. No need for this one at all. Story based on is that there's dissension between Otunga and Cena. Basically, that's it. Cena plays the face in peril, yeah, and you're expecting him to make the hot tag to Otunga, but no, don't be silly. Cena, well, he bulks up basically and absolutely destroys and wins the match. Basically, Otunga had started the match, yeah, tagged in Cena, and then Otunga did nothing. Otunga celebrates with both fucking the STF on Cody got the win. Yeah, Cena, basically Otunga celebrates with both fucking tag belts on the fucking turnbuckle, and then Orton. Cena hits him with an FU just because he can. Match was crap, half a star because I'm nice. And then, that's a match that wasn't advertised. And then we got another match that wasn't advertised until, today? This might have been advertised on Smackdown, but I don't watch it, so. Goldust Vs Ted Dibiase, another half-star match. Crowd were absolutely silent throughout this one. Something you noticed throughout the whole show is the crowd just didn't care in the slightest about anything at all. Matches back and forth. The thing about this match is, in ring, there's actually nothing wrong with it. Everything that they do is crisp. Everything's nice. There's the inevitable cat fight on the outside, and then Ted hit a nice sit-down spinebuster. He hit a snap DDT for the win, and the girls fight on after the bell with Goldust hitting a final cut, which is a lovely move on Ted. The thing about this match is that it wasn't actually, there was nothing bad about it, but it didn't, the storyline going into it was fucking ridiculous, so he gets points knocked off for that. And I just didn't like I didn't like the cat fight at all. That didn't do anything for me at all. Yeah, I mean, if you want to be generous, you probably go a bit higher. Maybe I'm just. Alright, I'm going to give it 1 star, alright? That is what I'm going to go, alright? 1 star. Okay? Layla defeated Natalya, which is lovely. And then Undertaker vs Kane in a Buried Alive match. I gave their match at Night of Champions 1 star and got shitloads of heat for it. I then gave their match at Hell in a Cell 3 stars and got a shitload of heat for it for being overly nice. This one, yeah, half a star. Bring on the heat. I actually don't give a shit. I honestly don't. Let me tell you about this one. Taker made me. I've just got to say about Undertaker, he really made me smile by getting Brock Lesnar's face at the UFC the other night. That really made me smile. Cause it's like, oh come on, if you're saying, do you want to do it? Brock would batter you, Taker. I know he's just coming off a loss and everything, but he would batter you instantly. That loss made me smile. The main event at UFC 121, 4 minutes long. And Brock got absolutely fucking owned. That made me smile. Anyway, so yeah, Taker basically owns in this one. They brawl through the crowd a few times. Chairs get chucked in the ring, and the announce table is propped, which is weird, because the announce table isn't used at any point. But anyway, Kane comes back, he uses the chair. They brawl. Here's 2 chokeslams, sorry. They brawl up the entranceway. They brawl at the top of the ramp. They brawl near the grave. And then... yeah, well, here we go. Kane is put into the grave. And you're thinking, right, here we go. Undertaker then doesn't start burying him. Oh, no. He starts attacking Paul Bearer. So you're like, right, here it comes. Here comes the screw job finish. And of course, out come Nexus. They start battering on Taker. Kane gets out of the grave. Taker's put in the grave, and a great big digger that's there, full of dirt. Kane uses his superhuman powers here. He does the boom. And of course, the dirt comes out, burying Taker. And he's like, really? I mean, God, I actually didn't say on my prediction that Kane was going to win this one. I mean, I was probably the only person out there who thought that Kane would win this, because there was just something about it. Maybe just go, screw job, finish, here it comes. And there it was, and you're just like, oh. I think that's the wrong result, and this match was boring as sin for me. Really, really crap match. Next, it was Team Raw versus Team Smackdown. First thought of this match is, who the fuck is Tyler Rex? This is another one of those I don't watch the TV shows, so I don't know who you are sort of thing. Anyway, so Santino didn't last long, predictably, like we all thought. One of those, why was he put in there if it's just to get jobbed out straight away? Anyway, he got eliminated by it was weird, there was a back rack into a DDT move. It was really nice, don't get me wrong, by Tyler Rex. That eliminated him. It goes back and forth between Sheamus and Kofi Kingston, including Kofi Kingston hitting the SOS, but then Sheamus hitting a high cross and eliminating Kofi. Raw do quick tags and isolate Rey Mysterio, who has an altercation with Alberto Del Rio on the outside, which means that Rey Mysterio gets his injured arm re-injured and is escorted to the back. Now, of course, that means he doesn't get counted out. He gets escorted to the back, so you're like, well, this is going to be coming back out again, isn't he? Obviously. Rio hits a nice bridging German suplex, to be honest. Back and forth with quick tags and a nice power slam by Swagger on John Morrison. Starship Pain then eliminates Swagger. Bro kick by Sheamus eliminates Rex. Slow and Sheamus get counted out in one of those. Oh, how stupid! Spear eliminates Truth, and then another one on Morrison eliminates him. Backslide by Punk eliminates Rio, leaving Edge and Rey Mysterio, of course, is backstage, versus Punk, Miz, and Ezekiel Jackson. Rey comes back out, he goes at it with Punk, including a nice pin sequence, a 619, and a splash eliminates Punk, making it a 2-on-2 match. Great DDT, a 619 and a splash, then it eliminated Jackson. Looks a bit weird, the splash especially looks a bit botched. 619 to Miz, but he gets the knees up for the splash, but then a spear eliminates Miz, and Smackdown win. What to give this one? Well, let me tell you, the match was very, very long. Obviously, it's 7-on-7, and it's elimination. It held my interest because it was obvious that Rey was going to come back out. So there was the intrigue, and part of me thought, I reckon Rey's going to turn on Smackdown. Don't know why. Maybe it's just because of last year and Big Slow doing it, but I just had this inkling, this feeling. Of course, that never came. The match was nothing special, though, was it? I mean, really, was it? This is a 2-star match, in my opinion. And the main event, Orton versus Barrett. Now, my prediction was an absolute guarantee that Barrett would win this match. But, of course, I thought logically, and, of course, I didn't think of a stupid finish, did I? Dear me. Fire Cena chant at the start from the crowd. That's funny. Match is very back and forth at the start with some very, 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 very quiet crowd again. Crowd just don't care. Ref gets bumped midway through, and then Cena, who's on the apron, gets knocked off onto the announce table. Nexus come out, they attack Orton, Cena attacks Nexus, and claims that he was helping Barrett out. He hits an FU on a couple of the Nexus guys, by the way. Yeah, because he says, look, the referee's coming to you, you would have got disqualified. You know, and I like that, yeah, I've got no problem with that. Michael Cole calls a power slam a scoop slam. Again, does he never learn? Again, seeing that FU's Barrett, causing a disqualification, so Orton RKO's him to thank him. Barrett wins, yes, but Orton retains. So it's an interesting story because, of course, Barrett said, "You're gonna help me win." So Cena helped him win. Now that's clever, but also one of those, oh, for fuck's sake sort of things, you know? RKO for Barrett, and that's that. Opener was a great match. I'll give it that one. A 3-star match, you know, I'll give it that. Everything else on this show was either average or crap. I've given that main event 1.5 stars because it was just so the crowd was so dead and it was very, very, very basic. I'm sorry. I do like Wade Barrett. I said in my predictions video, didn't I? I think he's a talented guy, but I don't believe he's main event stars. Not yet. Not close. And it doesn't have the intrigue from the crowd, in my humble opinion. Oh, ready for some hate. I know it's coming. You're going to hate me for this one, but the most I can give this is 5 out of 10. But I'm going to go for 4. I'm going to go for 4 out of 10. I pity you if you paid for this show. I'm going to be honest, I'd like you to do, if you can write down here, if you paid for the show. And more importantly, if you did, what made you pay for this show? Because I would guarantee, right, say for argument's sake, I get 50 comments, yeah, I reckon 10 of you, if that will have paid for this show. I've been Mark P. I'll be back in a couple of days. I've got a WWF No Mercy 2000 review as part of my 10 years ago series. What time is it? 6:15, of course. I'm going to go and get some sleep. Take it easy, guys.